trying to let the sun in and open up my eyes.
From Bay Area, California.
Nice. How long have you been in New York?
A little over 4 years.
Nice. And what brought you here?
Series of unfortunate circumstances, pretty much, yeah. Long story short, I was living in California, sort of struggling to make ends meet when I broke my leg and had to pretty much move to New York to live with my sister because I had nowhere else to go. But it ended up being great.
Well, how do you like living in New York?
I absolutely love it.
What are some of the aspects that you enjoy about it?
Well, I just like the energy, you know. It's always something going on. There's always a freaking marathon or a parade or conference. I mean, there's just always something happening, whether it's, the U.S. Open or the baseball season starting or something going on in the Garden. You know, the city is just active. I pay for here. In fact, I was paying more most months over there after taxes for a little room that I hated my roommate. She was disgusting. And I mean, I never used any of the facilities of the house. I mean, there was in the kitchen, like just went straight to my room. It was terrible. It was like a little prison cell almost. And I paid a ridiculous sum for that. And now I have, I mean, obviously with my sister, the same amount, actually less, and I have an amazing house. Like we lucked out. That's not, I don't think, typical.
Do you feel like the city's lacking on affordable housing?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you want to live anywhere close to your job, you have to be making six figures a year, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
what percentage do you think you pay of your salary to rent? Or, well, maybe previous to here?
Well, previous to here, I mean, I was making less money, paying more, because, I mean, since I've moved, I've gotten a new job and a better, wage. So I was making less money. I mean, shit. I think I was making, so I would say a good about 50% of my income was just rent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Monthly.
Monthly. And I would say that's not bad compared to a lot of people. I mean,
would you say your
my
coworkers
old job,
are?
for instance, when I was working construction as a roofer, it was not the best company, but I mean, good people, but just wasn't making what we should have been making. But I was still making more than most of these other guys, so I can't even imagine with the struggles that I was having, making $3 or $4 less than I was. Like, that's just crazy. I don't know how they could work this job and afford to pay their rent and live. And most of these people had families too. Like, I just can't comprehend that.
For my showcase, I decided to do a piece on the rising cost of living here in New York City. But I'm deciding not to take the gentrification route because I feel like there are other underlying causes for the upcharges. You take certain areas, especially like Flushing, Queens, which even during the recession was the heart of residential construction. A recent new $850 million complex was set to be constructed with $1 million apartments with bamboo rooftop gardens. It's kind of an interesting juxtaposition to imagine how 10 years ago certain parts of the city were completely left vacant and undesirable and open to an interpretation of whoever was willing to come in, but now those same people, whether they be natives or transplants, are all feeling the same struggle. It's impossible to survive in the city on one job. Most likely, even with a degree, you're probably working one or two jobs, and there's a chance that even as a 30-year-old male or female, you may be living with 2 or 3 upwards roommates. I think that the underlying cause is more about the city planning and the local government rather than some sort of quasi attack on artists or people from out of state that are coming here to seek a better life or some sort of opportunity. So for the most part, I think that the driving force is real estate and the commercial sector, and it's opened up a realm for development to come in and quote unquote build affordable housing, which we all know is not so affordable.
My sandpaper side engraves a line into the rust of your tongue. Girl, I could have been someone to you. Would have painted the skies blue, baby blue, if you knew. Edging closer